First up on the show, well, has the Biden administration had a serious rethink over its support for Israel? If the latest comments are anything to go by, America wants the war to wrap up soon. It wants high-intensity fighting to end for more precision-targeted warfare, and it's asking for civilian casualties to go down. America's national security advisor is in Israel to exert pressure. Now, is the Biden administration clamping under domestic compulsions? In meetings with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the rest of Israel's war cabinet, Jake Sullivan has urged Tel Aviv to shift military operations to more targeted actions. Sullivan, in fact, spoke to Israeli leaders about a timetable for winding down the intense combat phase of the war. American officials say they are not making judgments about whether Israel is abiding by the laws of war, but evidently the U.S. has gathered intelligence that might allow it to make such assessments. In fact, a new U.S. intelligence assessment has revealed that nearly half of the Israeli airstrikes on Gaza have been imprecise. They have been called dumb bombs that can pose a greater threat to civilians. In a first, Biden has also criticized Israel for its indiscriminate bombing in Gaza. He even declared that Netanyahu has to change, something he tried to walk back from the next day.
I want them to be focused on how to save civilian lives, not stop going after Hamas, but be more careful.
This as mixed signals have continued from America. Just on Tuesday, the White House spokesperson said that Israel had done a lot more to protect civilians than even America could. Now America is pushing its top advisor Sullivan to discuss a two-state solution with Israel that involves the Palestinian Authority as well.
I have and will continue to state President Biden and the United States' commitment to preserving space for peace, for a two-state solution where Israel's security is guaranteed.
Sullivan is also set to meet the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to discuss post-war arrangements for Gaza, and according to a senior U.S. official, this could include reactivating Palestinian security forces. Driven out by Hamas in its 2007 takeover of the territory, the proposal is the first specific indicator of Washington's vision for security arrangements in Gaza. If Israel achieves its US-backed objective to end Hamas control, any role for Palestinian security forces in Gaza is bound to elicit strong opposition from Israel, which seeks to maintain an open-ended security presence there. Israel says it won't allow a post-war foothold for the Palestinian Authority. And with Netanyahu saying he's more determined than ever to continue the war, the Biden administration finds itself between a rock and a hard place, especially in view of opposing voices like the Vice President Kamala Harris, urging him to show more sensitivity to the plight of Palestinian civilians.